Ladies and gentlemen, today I will be showing you guys two of the best guard builds in NBA 2K25. Now, if you are new to NBA 2K25 and you just got the game for Christmas, or you're just bored and want a new build, then this video right here will help you. These builds in this video all have very good stats, from playmaking to shooting to finishing, and even of course playing defense. Now, all the builds that you guys are going to see today, all of them are very well rounded. So before I show you guys the builds, please be sure to like this video, click that subscribe button, and turn on the post notifications as we are on this road to 500k subscribers. And with that being said, let me go ahead and hop in the builder and show you guys how to make these builds. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get into the first build, I need you guys to listen. When you're actually in the builder, you do not want to use the Pro Toon builds, the NBA builds, or even the community builds. You want to go here to create your own and build your own player from scratch. So here we are. We are now actually into the builder where we make our height, our wingspan, and everything like that. So for the position on this build, we're making a point guard. And if you're new to NBA 2K25, I want you guys to know this first build I'm going to show you guys is a meta build, and it's a lot of people that are using this build because it is a meta. So for the height on this build, you're gonna want to go with a build that is 5'9". And I know you may be thinking to yourself that the build's a little too small. I agree, but hold on, let me just show you guys the stats that this build gets, because it's actually pretty insane. 5'9s are really overpowered in 2K25. So for the weight, we're gonna go ahead and go up right here to 175 pounds, and then for the wingspan, we're gonna leave it at default to 6'1". But it is now time to upgrade the attributes on our build. And real quick, I just want to say, make sure you do not skip, otherwise you will miss out on why I'm saying what to upgrade. And everything that I'm going to tell you when upgrading is very important, so make sure you do not skip and just watch what I'm saying to upgrade. So first things first, we're going to go category by category. We're going to go finishing, we're going to go shooting, playmaking, defense, the rebounding, and then of course the physicals. So first things first is the close shot, and on this build you're going to want to go with a 69 close shot. And the reason you want to go with a 69 close shot will make sense later on into the badges. And you can see right now we get float game on bronze, and the close shot and everything's just going to help into the driving layup, the driving dunk, and just the finishing category in general. So for your driving layup, you're going to want to be able to finish, and you're not going to want to just have the rim run. You're going to want to be able to get some layups if you're wide open in the paint. So you're going to go with an 80 driving layup. And right now you can see you have flow game on silver now and layup mix matcher on bronze. But now on into the driving dunk. I mean, it makes sense. You guys want to build that can lay up, you want to build that can dunk, you want to build that can literally do everything in the game. So for this build right here, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's not gonna get no 99 driving dunk, but this build can dunk, and it can dunk pretty efficiently. So for this driving dunk right here, you're gonna want to put it up, and you can see right now we're only going to be able to go to a 72 driving dunk. And right now we're not going to get posterizer or aerial wizard or anything like that. But hey man, this build right here is really an offensive threat. It can do everything. It can finish, play make, dunk, play defense, and everything like that. So once you guys get your driving dunk up to a 72, you're going to want to go ahead and skip down right here to your post control. And we're just going to speed through this. Your post control, you're just going to want to put it up to a 30. But here we are. We are now in the shooting category, and this is where the build really does stand out besides the playmaking and everything like that. The shooting category is one of the best things about this build. So for the mid-range on this build, we're just going to go ahead and put this up, and I'm going to speed through this and explain. You guys can see right now as I upgrade this, the badges go up. But there's one thing you guys want to know. In order to get all the good jump shots, you only really need an 80 to an 84 mid-range. So go ahead and leave your mid-range at an 84. And then of course the three-pointer, hey, right now you guys can see we're going to go ahead and put this up to a 94. And look at the badges. We get gold deadeye, gold limitless range, gold mini marksman, and gold set shot specialist. Now listen, if you guys don't know, this year there is cap breakers that you can unlock from reaching level 40 in the season. And on top of that, as you rep up, you unlock cap breakers. So you can get this up to a 99 overall if you really want it. And then of course, you guys can see right now, I mean, if you guys were to actually get it up to a 99 overall, you guys can see you get new tiers such as the legend badges or even the Hall of Fame. But this year, legend badges are new. If you are a Christmas noob and you just got the game, you guys already know. You guys probably been doing your research, but you guys already know free throw really doesn't matter every single year. It really doesn't. All you need for a free throw is a 70. And the reason you want to go with a 94 3-pointer on this build is because you get every single jump shot. So go ahead and put your free throw up to a 77. And we are now into the playmaking category. So for the pass accuracy on this build, we're going to go ahead and boost this up. We want to be able to play twos. We want to be able to play the rec, the ones, everything with this build. So we're going to want pass accuracy to hit our open teammates, and our passes won't be too slow. So we're going to be going with an 85 pass accuracy. Now listen, if you put this anything lower than an 85, you can see right now you do no longer have bailout on bronze, and you need bailout. It's a pretty important badge if you're throwing up a dumb shot and you try to pass out of it. If you do not have bailout, you're going to pass out of bounds. So make sure your pass accuracy is set strictly to an 85. And then of course the ball handle, you guys already know we want every single dribble move in the game. We want all the best dribble moves. We want the fastest dribble moves to break ankles, and most importantly, we want to get open on this build. So for our ball handle right now, we're going to be going with a 95, and you can see we get ankle assassin on Hall of Fame, handles for days on Hall of Fame, and right now off the rip we get unpluckable on gold. That's pretty overpowered. But now in order to make this build the best thing possible for the offense, we're gonna go with the speed with ball, and we're gonna boost this all the way up to a 94. And you can see you get lightning launch on legend, and right now this is actually crazy because you can see we have a 70 close shot, 80 driving layup, 85 mid-range, 94 three-pointer, and then onto the playmaking category we have an 85 pass act, 95 ball handle, and a 94 speed with ball. Like, who's stopping this build on offense? But here we are into the defensive category. Now these stats right here aren't going to be the best, especially in the interior, but the perimeter and still on this build and somewhat the block are pretty good for a 5'9" build. I mean, you're pretty small, so for your interior defense, you're not going to get the best. You're going to want to go with a 40 interior defense on this build. And then of course the perimeter, you're small, so you're not going to want to be getting shot over. You're going to be pretty fast on the perimeter, but you want to be able to play that hands up defense and make it to where nobody can shoot over you. So you're going to go with a 95 perimeter defense, and you can see you have Hall of Fame challenger, gold on ball menace, gold pick dodger, and Hall of Fame off ball pest. But if you guys don't know, steals, yes, every single year on 2K they're overpowered. It's been that way for years since we've had this next gen builder. And hey man, we're going to be going with a 94 still on this build, and with that 94 still, I mean, y'all can see right now our glove goes up to gold, and also we get Hall of Fame interceptor, and interceptor is very good, especially in the passing lanes. And now you may be thinking to yourself, if you look at my build right now, it says 98 overall, and we really can't upgrade anything else on this build, and that's why I tell y'all to follow along with this build. So what you guys are going to want to do is go to your close shot and take one off of it, and your mid-range is going to drop down to 84. I don't know why I did that. I might have said it in the start. So right now your stats should be looking like this, and if they're looking like this, then that is perfectly okay. If you want to change this build up to your own liking, I mean, you could take some off the free throw. The thing about it is, I mean, you really could. You could save yourself some attributes to get them lower, but that right there, you could go with a 70 free throw, and I'm just going to customize this build from here to get you guys the best build possible. So for your block, you're only going to go ahead and put that up to a 42. Your offensive rebound, you're going to want to put this up to a 52 as well. So for your speed, you're going to want to go ahead and keep this at an 89. You don't have any more attributes for it, and honestly bro, you get all the good playmaking badges, so you're really quick at that. So for your agility, go ahead and put that up to an 86. And then of course your strength, you're not even going to be able to really touch like that. You're small, you're not even really going to need strength. You're hardly ever going to be in the paint guarding a big man or anything like that. And then for the vertical, you're going to want to go ahead and put that up 1 to a 60. And then of course you have some attributes left over. You could really just throw them on your driving dunk, get a 75 driving dunk, or if you want to be more smart, you could put some on your strength and your interior. But this is what I usually do. I usually put it on my driving dunk, and then I go to my interior defense and get my interior defense up to a 43. But ladies and gentlemen, this is the 5'9" meta build. For everybody out there who got this game for Christmas, you guys are welcome. I just put y'all on. But now I'm going to show you guys an ISO build that is more taller and better off overall for the 1s court, the 2s court. So now if we go ahead and click continue on this build, you can see our build says shades of Tim Hardaway, Mike Conley, and Jose. Now if we look right now, this build on the stats wise was very good, and if we look at the build name, honestly it hangs over the top. It's really nothing impressive though. It's a 2-way 3-level shot creator. And ladies and gentlemen, now it is time for me to show you guys the second best guard build in NBA 2K25. Now we are in the position, the height, the weight, the wingspan, and everything like that. Now I need you guys to watch this video. Don't just skip through and see the attributes, because I mean, they're worth it, yes, but when I'm upgrading this and changing these stats, I'm gonna explain everything as I go and at the end of the video, so you guys know the reason I did this how I did, and I don't want you guys to waste money when making this build. So first things first, the position, we're gonna go with the point guard, because we are trying to make this 6'3" build. And trust me when I say it, 6'3s are literally the meta. I mean that. For your position, go point guard. Your height, go with a 6'3". Your weight, okay, a lot of people make these builds and they go the high weight so they can get the good defensive stats. But in 2K25, you are not gonna want to do that. The stats are already good enough. You're gonna want to go with the 170 pounds, which is the lowest weight for a 6'3" build. And on top of that, you're gonna want to stay at the default wingspan, because you can see you can go all the way down to a 6'3" wingspan. That is not needed on this. You're gonna want to go with the 6'7" wingspan, 170 pounds, and a 6'3" height. And now we are here, and it is time to actually upgrade the attributes on our build. Now first things first, we're gonna go finishing category, then we're gonna go shooting, playmaking, defense, rebounding, and then of course our physical. So for the first thing we're gonna be upgrading on our build is close shot. Now this year, close shot is a lot more important than the previous years. And when I mean important, I literally mean it's important. The 78 close shot is going to give you the driving layup animation. It's going to give you a better chance of getting the actual layup animation instead of just running out of bounds. The top of that, you can see if you go anything lower at a 77, you do not get the float game on silver no more. If you go 77, it goes to a bronze. So go ahead and put your close shot up to a 78. And now for your driving layup on this build, that way you can finish, you can shoot and everything like that. I promise you, what you're going to want to do on your driving layup is go ahead and put this all the way up right here to a 77. And at 77, you don't get that much, but it's just the animations and layup packages that you do get. And on top of that, once you upgrade your driving dunk, it's not going to let you change this any lower. So go ahead and put your driving layup up to a 77. Now for one of the most fun things on this build, which is going to allow us to get posterizer, going to allow us to get contact dunks, is the driving dunk. And this build, some way, somehow, has a higher stats on every single stat line than my 6'7" build, and it makes no sense. So for your driving dunk, you're going to want to go ahead and damn near max this off right here to a 93 driving dunk. And you can see right off the rip, we're at a bronze posterizer, we get gold aerial wizard, and that's not even with the vertical yet. You can see right here, it says we need a 75 plus vertical to get this on silver, but in reality, yeah, we're gonna get posterizer on gold. And that's why I'm telling you guys, this rebirth build is just fixing the mistakes that I made on my 6'6" build on a 6'3" and making it a lot better. So for your standing dunk, I wish I could tick this down, but you can see if you do tick it down, your driving dunk goes down. So go ahead and put your driving dunk back up, leave the standing dunk at 38. And then for your post control, you can leave this for now, or you could just go ahead and get it out the way. But if I were you, I would just put it to 37, because once you guys upgrade your ball handling, your speed with ball, your post control would go up to a 37 by default. So go ahead and leave your post control at 37. But now we are here onto the shooting category, and this is going to be the most easiest part to get done. So for your mid-range, I'm going to try to get through this fast and break it down for you guys as much as possible. Your mid-range, you're going to want to go ahead and put this up to an 82. And the reason I say 82, you can see you get the mini marksman on silver, and if we go anything lower than the 82, it stays on bronze. So go ahead and get the mini marksman, and I promise you this badge is literally overpowered. For those of you guys that have been watching 2K, playing 2K, you guys know mini marksman, you can just shoot so good. And you can see the badge description of this. It's basically like a mini Deadeye. It says unfazed by larger defenders when taking jump shots. And dude, this badge is literally no joke. Like, I swear to you, I'd be getting dropped off by people that play on 6'3" builds, and that's why I'm here making it for my rebirth. And now we are on to the 3-point shot, and like I said, we want to be able to do everything on this build. We want to shoot and everything. So our 3-point shot, we're gonna damn near max this off right here all the way up to a 92 overall, and that's gonna give us gold Deadeye, silver limitless range, silver mini marksman, gold set shot specialist. And if we knock this down to a 91, you can see we lose the Deadeye on gold. So go ahead and keep your 3-point shot up to a 92. And on this build, you're gonna want Deadeye because it is actually overpowered. So go ahead and keep it at the 92 3-point rating. And now for your free throw, you can leave this by default at 67. If you lower it down, your 3-point goes down. So go ahead and keep this at a 92 3-point. But now we are here at the playmaking category. In this build, I want to play with it on the 1s, the 2s, the 3s, and everything like that. Even the rec, if you want. I mean, with the free throw, you could change this up to your liking, but me personally, I never upgrade free throw. But now for the playmaking category in your pass accuracy, just so you're not passing the ball like a snail, you want to go ahead and put your pass accuracy up to 71, and that is going to allow you to get silver diamond. This is the only thing that you need. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. You can get right here, you could get this upgraded if you want this badge right here, but me personally, all I really wanted out of this was the diamond. That's why I went with 71. If you go to 70, you get it on bronze. So 71 is what I did on my 6'6" build also, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do on this build, because 71 is good and it gets the job done. The passes aren't that slow, so I'm going to be going with a 71 pass accuracy on this build as well. And now for the ball handle, you guys already know the small guards are good at dribbling. They get all the good animations because all the good NBA players who are small. So we're going to be damn near taking this all the way up to, and we're going to get the 92 ball handle, which is going to give us gold handles for days, gold unpluckable. And if you take it down from a 92, you can see your unpluckable goes down to silver. So I'm just going to go ahead and be safe and get the 92 ball handle, because you guys know in this game, steals are on crack. Them things are overpowered. You can't do anything about it. And here we are. We have the high ball handle, the speed with ball. It's only right that we put this high too and get the Hall of Fame lightning launch, which is going to be at a 91 speed with ball. And ladies and gentlemen, lightning launch, yes, it may not be super overpowered right now, just because the simple fact we're on no patches, but when they do a patch, I'm pretty sure lightning launch will be the first badge that they buff. So go ahead and put your speed with ball to a 91. But here we are into the defensive category, and this right here is what makes this build stand out. A lot of people see a guard and they think it has no defense, but this build has defense. So for your interior defense, you're going to want to go ahead and bump this up right here to a 60 interior defense. If you don't know what interior defense is and you're new to 2K, interior defense just helps you get better stops and everything like that inside of the paint. It helps your interior defense just a lot better. better, and the paint defense just becomes a lot better with your interior, because that's what interior means. So go ahead and put your interior to a 60. That way you don't just get babied in the paint because of your height. And now for the perimeter defense, if you did not know, if you don't have this upgraded and you're not using it, you will get shot over no matter what type of contest you are playing. But yeah, the perimeter defense is important this year, way more important than the previous years. So for my perimeter defense, I always go with a high perimeter defense, and I'm gonna go with the 85 perimeter defense. That way you get the on-ball menace and everything like that. But with the perimeter defense, you have silver challenger, silver on-ball menace, silver pick dodger, and gold off-ball pest. And now for your steal, you're gonna want to take this up right here to a 91 overall steal. You don't need the gold glove. Now if you don't want this, you can go with the 90 steal, but I mean, it's only one extra attribute that you're gonna have on this build, so you might as well do it. You get the gold glove, and you guys know, like I said earlier, steals are completely overpowered. And now for your block, you can see you're gonna want to take this up right here, and you can put this to a 55 or 56. Now me personally, on my build that I'm making for this year with my 6'3" for the videos, I'm gonna go with the 56. That way I have the 60 interior, a 56 block, and I can play some type of defense. And for the offensive rebounding, the defensive rebounding, yeah, this is not our job. We are small little point guards. This is going to be all on our center or all on us if we are playing the ones on this build. But yeah, our defensive category and offensive category, we're not going to be able to upgrade like that. I mean, look at our build. So far, we get everything on everything. We cannot get every category filled. I mean, we get finishing, we get shooting, we get playmaking, we get defense. But yeah, our offense and rebounding, yeah, it's not even going to be a thing. We're not even going to be able to upgrade it. But now into our physicals, you're going to want to leave your speed at an 86. Your agility, you're going to want to put this up to an 84. And for your vertical, just so you can get the contact dunks, you're going to want to put your vertical up to an 80. And you can see, you get the gold posterizer. And trust me when I say this, gold posterizer is insane. And you can see, once you guys copy the stats right here, you're gonna have one more attribute that you can put on your standing dunk. Now if you do not want to upgrade your standing dunk and you want more defensive stats, you can knock your interior defense down to a 60, and that's going to allow you to upgrade your block a little bit to a 59. So you can take one hit on the interior defense, you don't lose a badge or anything, and you get a little bit higher block. Or you could take this down right here and go with the 61 interior and throw it on your standing dunk just like that. But if you guys want more defensive stats, like I said, if I were you guys, I would knock your interior defense down and put your block up by 3, which is going to give you a 59. But a small recap of this build, you can see the finishing is good. We get a 93 driving dunk. The shooting is tremendous. We get a 92 3-pointer. The playmaking, we don't even got to talk about it. We get a 92 ball handle, 91 speed with ball, and of course the defensive category on this build is literally overpowered. We get a 60 interior defense as a 6'3", an 85 perimeter defense, a 91 steal, and of course the rebounding, we don't even got to talk about it. But the physicals, we get every single thing that we need on this build. Go ahead and click continue, and you can see if you follow this build correctly, you will get shades of Kevin Johnson, Lonzo Ball, De'Aaron Fox. And the build name on this build is not something that really stands out a lot. The build name on this build is a two-way inside out ISO creator, and yes, that is a build name that is very long. So now that I've shown you guys the builds that I've used out of the ones that I've showed you guys the most is the 6'3", and you guys can see right now, if we go to the progression and we look at it, I have this build right here to a 99 overall. And here's the dribble moves and everything that I use on the 6'3" build. You guys can pause this, do what you guys want. For the jump shot, I'm gonna just show you guys right now. You guys can see right here, we have Kyrie Irving base, Steph Curry release 1, Oscar Robertson release 2, and then of course the blending and everything like that is right here. But look, man, if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on the post notifications. And hey, if you enjoyed this video right here, or you don't like any of these builds that I showed in this video, make sure you check out this video on the screen where I'll show you guys how to make a very good ISO build that is 6'6" tall. Hey man, I'll catch you guys over there.